Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Orale. Real shit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye-ya, bitch. Bye-ya, bitch. Bye-ya. As you can tell by that thumbnail, orale, right? We're about to get really into it right now. We're going to say some actual factual stories that really happened. Truths. No lies, 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 lies. Nah, I don't get down like that. No added preservatives. Just real life and real talk, homes. We're going to get into it. I'm going to put some graffiti all over the bus. Because I can, that's it. Because I can. All right? Now, trip out on this. 4 Crips, 1 Norteño. Well, how does that work, Guns? I was scared. What you mean 4 Crips and 1 Norteño? Shouldn't there be 1 Norteño and 4 Crips? Stop gangbanging. Trip out on this. I was going to get straight to it and some real shit. When I rolled up to YA, okay, I didn't know what the get down was. I didn't know if the Norteños were solo, bolo, sideways, linear, cholo, if they rocked with Crips, Bloods. I didn't know. I was a young kid. All I knew in my life is I had 1 bag with a state soap, a picture of my jefita like this, and that's it. And I was getting there, homes, to no man's land. That's it. And Charlie, homes, I wasn't going to go out like no poop, but I was going to handle my business, or business was going to get handled on me. Either way, homes, there was business, right? So I pull up, right? And I get hit up by the homeboy Skip from Stockton. He gives me the quick rundown, and then whatever. We all know the story. I've told it before. I quickly got the rundown and found out who was allies with who sided with who. Now, you got to understand, CYA, the California Youth Authority, is very different from prison. To me, and a lot of other YA babies that were there, it was more dangerous. It was a lot more dangerous, right? But that was my first glimpse of what the world could and should be, right? I seen how people became allies, how people took to each other, how, you know, the enemy guy was over there, you were over here, and you rocked with who you rocked with. And moving from NRCC in Sacramento to Nellis, I quickly developed cool relationships with a lot of Crips and a lot of Bloods, right? And that was because, and for no other reason, us being up short, homes that are being very minimal Norteños, a lot of the Crips that were there, solid. We're talking about LA Crips, homes, solid. You know, at this time, Hoovers were still Crips, so we're talking about Hoovers, all the O's, you know, Harlems. We're talking about East Coast, A-Trade gangsters. Shit, the list can go on and on and on and on and on. You know, the Avalons, the Grape Streets, the Tragnews, shit, you know, Backstreet Watts, Front Street. We're talking about Crips, right? And a lot of Bloods. I got to know a lot of them, and they got to have my back. You know, a lot of them had my back. It wasn't necessarily because they rocked with the North End. They were CX ears. There were some later on down the line, but more so it was because they just didn't get along with Southsiders. They figured, fuck it, homes. An enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And so we just got along. And that wasn't always the case. Shit, you know how many Crips I fought? Shit, it ain't cool, right? But at the same time, they definitely had my back in most cases, you know? And I fucking appreciate that, man. Shout out to Madman from 60s. Shout out to Chinaman. Man, shout out to Tiny Solo. Shout out to fucking Tiny from fucking A-Trade Gangsters, you know? Shout out to H-Bo, man, from Hoover, right? Real ones. Young Deg from PJ Watt, stand up. Couldn't stand his ass. But we had each other's back, right? Let me tell you something, man. There's some real ones out there. Okay, doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter because I was brown and because they were black, homes. There was no color lines there. It was like I said, homes, that was my enemy. Is that your enemy? Yeah, that's my enemy. That's mine too. Fuck, you want to jump him? Let's jump him, right? And that was it. There was a lot of fighting going on. Okay, so I get out of YA. Like I said, I developed relationships. I became cool with certain individuals. I got well versed in a lot of their street and gang politics, and I got to know a little bit about the Crips, man. And anyone who knows the history of the Crips knows that they're a very organized group, homes, that have been doing it for a very long time. Their founding fathers, homes, set their flag, and Crip, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. They got to cripping. Cripping ain't easy, but someone's got to do it, and they were definitely doing it, man. Ain't no doubt about it. As far as the Bloods went, man, that's a whole different animal, and I'm going to tell you, man, it was on their fly shit. Bloods were always a little bit more fly. I'm going to keep it real, right? Bloods always light skinny cats with good hair, right? They was on their fly shit, right? But they were about their business, man. Don't get it twisted. They'll fuck around and put you on your pockets indubitably, right? And that's just how it was. Got a lot of good stories about the Bloods too, man, because I rocked with them, you know. It was so blood, right? It was cool. So woo. That was I'm talking about way before the Sabu. We didn't even know what that shit was, right? You know what I mean? Anyways, so trip out. From those, damn, I'm getting old. You know what I mean? I go to prison. Okay, I go to prison. Again, there in prison, it's a little different. Crips are on the same side of the yard with us. We share the same bars, the same workout routines, a lot of things that you wouldn't think that went on behind the scenes went on. Now, was it fucking do or die, fucking stronghold, let's rock with each other to the fullest? Charlie Holmes, their business was their business, our business was our business. If it came to a fucking point where we needed to assist each other, we definitely assisted each other because like I said, Holmes, we were of like-mindedness. Those are our enemies. So let's fuck with each other one time, right? But it wasn't a mandatory thing. Spence on Latira, quite contrary to what people believe. Oh, we were allies and it was us to get, nah. No, there was none of that, I promise you. Promise you. Not in my day and age, right? Maybe prior to that. But it just didn't go down like that. But it didn't breed animosity. It didn't mean motherfuckers hated each other. Motherfuckers respected each other. Hey, I rock with you, bro. You know, people rocked with each other. Bring it in, right? But at the same time, they knew better, so they did better, man. They knew that everybody had their own business, and you don't get in other people's business on the yard unless they invite you into it, you know? And even then, so what am I walking into? I just stepped in dog shit, right? You don't want to walk in because you never know what you're going to step on. Now, this story I want to tell, since I gave you guys the, you know what I mean? The prelude into it. Utterly prelude. This is some real shit, right? This happened on the streets. So I actually found myself down south. You know, I had a couple bitches down south, man. I'm not going to lie. Spencer, homie, the one that said don't get my monas from chicks. I do, right? And I always will. So anyways, you know, I'm down south. I had knocked this chick from down south. And I would go visit her. And at this time, I was still activated. I was active, right? And I was still in the mix. But I wasn't going down south to gangbang. You know, she used to call me, hey, what you gonna do this weekend? You already know what I'm doing this weekend. You know, I'm on my way, bitch. It's all I was on my Earth, Wind, and Fire, Feel a Baby shit. I was coming down, right? And she was like, yeah, you should come through. I got homegirls, bring some homeboys. I said, Charlie, right? Fuck that. Because that's when it gets a little icky sticky. That's when gangbanging starts. I can't control this motherfucker. They've out there got a rip. Nah, I'm coming by myself. I just wanted my money and I'm out, right? She's like, okay, whatever. RB time. So I would go there once or twice a month, you know, go fuck with her around. I try to convince her, you need to come up north to see how we wiggle. You know what I mean? Get some of that northern hospitality. But she wasn't with it. So I would go to her pad. She had a nice little pad. She actually lived right outside of Watts, right? So when I would wiggle in, you know, I knew what time it was. And I wasn't about Wilson, man. There was nothing but Southsiders all around me. Crips, Bloods, all that, right? But unlike these rappers that should tuck their chain and just hurry up and get the fuck on out of there, right? I wasn't flossing. I wasn't dressed a certain way. I wasn't gangbanging. You know, like I said, I was an active Norteño. I was in good standings at that time. But I didn't go down. I was going down there for business, if you understand what I'm saying. I didn't have time to fucking clap like that. I was clapping like that, right? And sometimes, and you know, gentlemen, right now, you know, sometimes that means more than anything, right? I was down for that cause. So anyways, I pulled up on her this particular weekend. It was like a Friday evening. And my plan was to stay there to Sunday and get the fuck on back down the road up north because, you know what I mean? Said, yeah, I need to get out of there. I couldn't stay too long where people started to notice my car and started to know, well, hold up, who is this motherfucker over here arrested? Right? Because then, hey, where you from? And I, being active at the time, was going to be like, Merced, Norte, boom, boom, boom. You already know. You already know what time it is, right? Valter's going to be like, this motherfucker's crazy coming over and over, right? So, I'm not going to tell you what vaudeville I was in, but because I don't want to disrespect the most, but I was clapping chicks in your vaudeville. Man, I'll always love your vaudeville. It's my favorite spot, right? Let me just say, man, I did something strange for a piece of change over there. Right? I was handling my business. She was like, oh, I was like, oh, right? We were living our best life, or at least I was. One never knows the other. Anyways, so this particular day, she had a balcony, right? I'm just giving up too much game. I was out there smoking. I had just had a whole night of nothing but clapping. So I'm smoking like, damn, man, I can't wait till tonight. And the bitch is going to make me some hamburger helper. The winner is. This is what I'm thinking in my mind, right? Now, in this apartment that was down there, I noticed there was a whole bunch of Crips. And they be smoking. I could smell it. I was all hot and shit. And I didn't even smoke yet, right? And they see me and they were like, what's up, right? Well, anyway, so when I go out there, bam, I'm smoking. I go out there, bam, they see me, what's up? The next time I go out there, one of them was like, hey, let me holler at you. I'm like, this is where it starts, right? I said, hey, wait up. I'll be down there in a minute. So I went, grabbed my thing, the allegedly, right? 10 miller style. I told the girl I'll be back. She was like, no, you don't understand. Them dudes are always trying to get at me. They're probably going to trip out. I said, tell the truth. You gave one of them my mom. Tell the truth. She was like, no. I was like, yeah, bitch, you fucked Tyrone, right? Anyways, I'll be back. Don't trip. You know what I mean? There's the hamburger helper almost done. I like pan with butter, right? And so, bam, I went downstairs, and this dude's like, hey, bro, where you from? Right? He was like, you ain't from around here. I said, I'm from up north, Holmes. I'm a norteño. And he was like, I knew it, bro. He said, I was locked up with y'all, right? He's like, it's all good, bro. It's all good right here. He's like, this is our hood. He's like, this is, you know, this, we share this body with whoop-de-whoop, but it's all good, bro. Like, ain't no one gonna fuck with you here, bro. You know what I mean? Good looking out. Let me know where you know who you are so I can look out for you. I said, yeah, I be coming to this bitch every once in a while, man. He's like, oh, yeah, I know who she is. I said, you clapped it, huh? He's like, hell no, nah. My boy did, though. Right? I was like, yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. So come to find out, these were Crips, and every one of these guys had been somewhere. Two of them were had been in federal prison. Two of them had been in the state. So I got to kicking it with them, man. You know, she's like, hey, your food's done, bitch. Hold up. Blow it. It's probably hot, right? I'm chilling with the homie. And we got to reminiscing and talk about certain individuals we knew. And the funny thing is, one of these Crips knew a Chinaman from Hoover, or Chinaman from 60s, excuse me, and Tiny Madman from 60s. And so we got to fucking chopping it up and like, hey, yeah, damn, I haven't seen them about this in a long time. And that was that. So this is what happens, right? This is what happens. There's a guy that kind of walks by, and we're in this back porch chopping it up about prison, and he looks over, right? And he's a big old monster, right? Southsider dude, right? He's like, what's up, bro? He says the dude's name, and the Crip kind of looks, and he was like, what's up, bro? And they're cool, though. He's like, hey, I'm trying to get, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get some smoke. I want to get some smoke, right? He's like, I'm trying to get right? And that dude's like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm going to sack him up. I'll get out there, right? He's like, yeah. And then he was like, what's up, Bessie? I said, what's up, bro? Right? Now, I know he's an active Southside, but again, Hums, this is not my water. This is not my hood. I'm not a disrespectful person, Hums. I've always been respectful. I did present time with Southsiders, so I didn't trip like that, you know? If the get down was the get down, then the get down was going to be the get down, right? So anyways, I'm continuing to smoke my frau, chop it up with the homies. The fool comes back for his yesca, right? Fool hands it over to him over the balcony, you know, the fence. And he's like, where you from, Messi? And I just said, it was like slow motion. I went, let me turn him out one time, right? I said, Norte. And he was like, what? I said, Norte. He said, what's that supposed to be, Hums? He said, you from Bowling, ese? He thought I was from like Northside Bowling Parque or something, right? I said, I'm a norteño, bro, right? And he was like, oh, you from you one of those? And he was just about to say Buster. I knew he was, right? You one of those? I said, Simon. He was like, yeah, we gonna be back, bro, right? And I was like, and the Crips was like, hey, man, don't be bringing that shit around here, bro. It's good. He's a guest. He's cool, bro. He's cool. This dude ain't like that, right? That dude's like, nah, you can't, hey, Vatos can't be coming gangbanging in my barrio. I was like, here we go. Right? I didn't even come like that. I came to fuck this woman. You know what I mean? I'm kicking it with the Crips. I'm looking, man, I'm trying to get to that hamburger helper, buddy. Right? So anyways, I tell the Crips, hey, it's all good. They're like, hey, don't trip, Hums. Kick it right here. You know, go do your little thing with your chick, man. We got you. He doesn't know that you're with that chick. So, you know what I mean? Just stay out the way. If anything, holler down. We got you. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Fuck, appreciate you, man. Right? So I go upstairs. I eat. And then I eat, right? Double up. And the chick's like, hey, yeah, I told you to stay in the house. Don't be out there fucking around. But of course, I'm out there on the balcony. You know what I mean? When you get a little, when the mamon that good, You need to be out there smoking a frau. I don't know about you, man, and you gentlemen who said, it's like you can't get bombos from women, gun. You don't know, bro. You never will. Spend on la tira. That's your fault. But real ones, man, that done fucking did their business, it's the greatest feeling in life, right? It's like going to a chiropractor and getting an adjustment. It just feels so good, right? So I'm out there blowing my fucking frau, homes, and sure enough, there's that Southsider and about 4 of his homeboys. They're mobbing. Sureño. Oh, right? They're ready for war. Guerra. But you could tell they don't have a cuete on them. You could tell that they're not coming like that. They're coming with hands, bro. And I respect the fuck out of that. Man, I fucking really respect it. Because that saved me and them from going to prison or the fucking, or the, you know, the mortuary. Because believe me, Holmes, I had me something on me that would have fucking put people's lights out. And I don't want to go that route. I don't want you to go to jail. I didn't want to go to jail, say. Spend on la tira. I didn't want to go, right? So, of course, I see them mobbing around the little apartment complex. I'm like, okay, they're coming for your boy one time for his mind, right? Fuck it. I tell the chick, hey, I'm going to pack my shit up. I'm going to get on down the road, but I'm going to go fucking trip out with the Crip homeboys real quick. She was like, I thought you were going to stay this Sunday. Bitch, they're going to kill me. Do you see that? Or I'm going to kill them. Come on now, right? She was like, oh, I was looking for you. Fuck with this black dude anyways, bitch. You know damn well on Monday morning. Oh, you know what I mean? Shut up, right? She was like, all right, call me, right? She didn't even deny it. Poor me, right? Anyway, so I walk out the house, bam, I go knock on the door because I'm just going to tell the Crips, hey, man, mucho gusto. It was good meeting you guys. Thank you, homes. Southsiders are tripping. Watch out, right? And I'm out of here, right? No, I was not running for cover, homes. I just was trying to avoid and minimize a situation to get this chick caught up and her house shot up. And, you know, the Crips, man, it was really none of their business. They didn't have to back my play. The Crips like, hey, come in here, bro. Let me show you something. So I was like, oh, fuck. All false and setup. For all I know, the Crips could be cool with the Southsiders, and I'm going to get done dirty, right? I'm ready, though, for whatever. I'm taking a couple of these brothers with me, right? So I go in there, and this fool proceeds to show me some shit, right? When I say some shit. Stuff that I've never seen only on the movie Commando and Predator and shit, right? He was like, damn, what you think about that one, though, man? They know not to fuck with us over here, bro. We got that, right? Southsider at the door. You want to settle the score? Southsider at the door. Beef no more, right? He's like, hey, I said, where's that vato at, man? We want to talk to him. The Crips like, get away from my door with that shit, bro. Nah, we ain't going out like that, bro. And that fool's like, hey, this don't involve you. We've always kept it cool. My water in your hood have always been cool, bro. But you can't be harboring that vato. And they're like, hey, hold on now. Ain't no one harboring me, bro. Right? And he was like, look, this is the way it's going to go down. That's it. I'm going to need that fade. I said, why? Explain to me why you're going to need a fade, bro. He said, hey, listen here, you intelligent motherfucker. I'm going to need that fade, right? Woo! I come out the fucking apartment like, fuck it, man. I might as well get mine. And I proceeded to start to get jumped by 4 Southsiders, or about 5 of them. Little did they know that I had a 10 millimeter, but on la tira, in my waistband, right? I'm trying to shoot this motherfucker. I'm going to shoot these motherfuckers, right? They're jumping me, man. And these Crips, bro, came out and started knocking it. Boo, 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 boo. And it was 4 Crips and 1 Norteño that day, right? And so I was scared. We was in that motherfucker like, tiger, uppercut, helicopter, right? Handling our business. And they backed my play like a motherfucker, man. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we just demolished each other. Nah, it was a good little melee. I was like, damn, I ain't had one of these since motherfucking Susanville. Listen, right? We were getting our issue on. The moral to the story is, I got a lot of love for the Crips because the Crips had a lot of love for me that day, man. They didn't have to get involved. They could have shut the door and been like, they call this bitch, right? And that would have been it. I would have been getting drugged by Southsiders everywhere. Get over here, Buster Rod. No! Stop it, Holmes. I don't do that. Stop grabbing me there. Damn, what is that? That's my dick, right? I told you I got a big dick. Right? And that would have been it. Anyways, more of the story is, man, the Crips backed my play, man, and I fucking respect them for that, and I appreciate that, man. 4 Crips, 1 Norteño, Holmes. You never know who will back you up. You never know who you will meet in life that have love for you. I'll forever be indebted to them Crips, man. I'll forever have love. So when people try to go on YouTube and they're like, oh, you talk about the brothers, you talk about this. Nah, bro. You don't know the life I've lived and the stories I have to tell, man. So I just get be patient. That's it. Be patient and wait. You know, as far as the Southsiders go, I respect the fuck out of them. Motherfuckers came and handled their business. That's why I've always showed them love and respect, because they're down. They're down for their shit and hold it down for their audio, man. You know, and I got to respect as far as the Norteños. I'm down, homies. Don't be mad at me because I'm not active. Because I was active that day, motherfuckers, right? Real talk. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's about struggling and striving for what you truly believe in. And that's you, yours, and your familia, you know? Me, what do I strive for? My kids, my life, my vida, homes, myself. You know, my bag, I got a big one, but I strive for it. You know, God gave me a small bag, big dick. Bam, I can't call it like an alcoholic. At least I got something big out of the situation. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to do what I does, cuz, right? On Crips. Shout out and respects to the real Crips, man. The ones that backed my play, man, and all the ones, man, that continue their cause, you know. It's all love in the hood. To everyone else in the story, Sasuke, you know how it went down, man. It was an ugly situation, but it was a situation we all walked away from. Well, some of us. There was one walk there, he was like, that Crip was on him. Hammer time. Orale, you can't touch this. Anyways, if you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. I fucking highly appreciate you. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. Unity. Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. That's a unity, right? We're trying to come together, man, as a people. It's entertainment, homes. Take it for what you want, but it's real talk. This is the gun. Bang, bang.